can't take 5 steps in this place without running into a cow head, I'm telling you. So, what do we,
This is one of the famous cigar store Indians that we have here at the Hilltop Steakhouse. I think we have at least 10, if not 11 or 12 cigar store Indians, different sizes, different heights, all carved out of wood. They're quite nice items. Great patina on them. They've been here for years and years and years.
Do you know where these came from?
I think they were the artistic carving company in Boston that did most of them, if not all of them.
And were they all done at the same time?
I think they were done through the years. I don't think they were all exactly the same time. I think he ordered probably a few at once, and then he probably went back and ordered a few more.
Does this guy have a name?
I don't know. We'd have to. I think he's looking for his name tag somewhere right now. So all the signs that you're familiar with when you came to this restaurant, all right out here, and you'll be able to pick and choose whichever one. We have some that are actually made for the restaurant with the different names of the different rooms, the Carson City, Sioux City, all the different titles, and then we have actually antique ones in here as well that they went out and they purchased. So it runs the gamut. We have things that are probably 40 or 50 years old, 30 years old, and then we have some that are 150 years old.
So this is pretty cool. This is basically a scale model of the whole restaurant,
exactly.
Right?
This is one of the things. As we traversed this entire massive complex, we went through everything that we could.
Yeah.
And we're down in the basement, and we found all kinds of unbelievable things, and this was one of them. This is a whole scale model that shows even some of the cows out front, the cars in the parking lot. You can see the remnants of what the cactus sign.
Yeah.
It's just pretty cool.
This is awesome.
Quite to the scale and everything.
This is a really neat item.
It
You
is.
think this is something that I think people would bid on?
Yeah, I don't expect for it to go for a lot of money, but I think that somebody's going to be nostalgic and say, oh, geez, I wouldn't mind having that, and they'll incorporate it into some part of their lifestyle somehow in one of their rooms. So.
And a little bit more affordable than the actual building.
Yeah, true. That is much true. Very true.
So here we have, I think, a candidate for one of the strangest looking things you have for auction, but it's kind of a hidden secret.
Not at
right?
all. It's not at all. We were pleasantly surprised when we found these. This is the actual mold of the calf-size cow that was out front. And we also have the full size, the huge mold for the larger cow too.
So you have both of those. So
Yeah.
so basically, this being the mold, that means you can...
Infinite. You can make as many hilltop calves and cows now that you want. Whoever buys these will own the rights to these. So they're theirs. They'd be able to make them or not make them as they saw fit. So it's pretty amazing that we were able to find these and put these into the
And you didn't know that these were here
No,
until you started digging
no.
around. Where were they?
They were down in the basement.
No kidding. So the memorabilia is all going to be auctioned off, but that's kind of the second auction. The first auction is kitchen stuff.
Yeah, the utilitarian part of the restaurant itself. So we have tons, literally tons of stainless steel equipment. We have the dishwashers, the refrigeration, the stoves, everything that you can imagine, thousands of plates and all that kind of stuff. So it's just a monumental amount of items that are going to be sold in lots.
When you say monumental, I mean, what are we talking about
There's
here?
tens of thousands of lots back here alone that will be condensed down into just a few hundred lots altogether. So we have this floor, we have the floor below us with all the baker's racks, all of the equipment for the cutting and for the butcher shop that was here as well. We have all the shopping carts. We have the chandeliers that were hanging upstairs that are big, massive things. We have the sound system. Anything that you can think of as far as a restaurant goes, we're going to be selling it.
So while the memorabilia, you're probably going to have a lot of people who love to come here to eat and stuff, I imagine for this part of the auction, you're going to have people who own restaurants,
Right.
people who are in the industry saying, hey, here's a good deal on some really high quality equipment.
Exactly. We're going to have every different type of restaurant, whether it's a small one or a larger one. They'll be coming in and they might need equipment to fill in for what they're doing or they're expanding or whatever the case might be. So we have something for every single style of restaurant that you can imagine. So.
But if a regular person wants to come and get a griddle or chafing plate or whatever,
We got 'em.
chafing
We
dish,
got 'em.
you got
We
them?
got 'em.
They got them.
We got 'em.
They got them.